I have found fascinating insights when I work with couples. The thing that I've noticed, couples usually get along better before they're married. Now, why is that? Well, my theory is they don't see their caregivers, their parents, before they're married. They don't know what struggles their parents went through, their caregivers went through. They only see what happens after parents have children. Doesn't it make sense that when people are dating, it would be much lighter, not many complications? We don't see how our parents got along when they dated. Then we get engaged. We don't see when our parents were engaged. We see pictures. The pictures look very happy. So we're happy. Then we get married. We saw those pictures, these beautiful wedding gowns and the celebration, and all these happy people celebrating the union of these two people that are getting married, and they have children. That's what we saw. We saw the result of our parents having us and our siblings. We saw how two people interact when children are involved. If they fight, we learn that parents fight. Parents with children fight. That's how we grow up, and we're role modeling. It's not our fault. If we see our parents communicating very well, we'll communicate very well. If I walk into somebody's house and everybody's really loud and my family's not loud, I might say, "Oh, why is everybody yelling at each other?" My partner might say, "What do you mean? We're not yelling. That's how we get along." That same person would walk into my family, say, "Why is everybody so quiet?" They're not quiet. That's just how we are. It's just a matter of what we're used to seeing and how that makes an impression on how we think relationships are supposed to be, how families are supposed to interact. When we walk into somebody's house, now we might understand better. They're not fighting. They're just louder than our parents were, and that's okay. It's just a matter of understanding. When we were growing up, most of us had siblings, and when you have siblings, there's always some struggles and things going on, and you took my toy, you borrowed my shirt, give it back, it's mine, I touched it first, no you didn't. Unfortunately, we carry that with us when we meet somebody else. Regress into how we were when we were children. That's another way that couples fall into the trap of arguing. We hear our caregivers, we watch them, how they get along. We act the way we act when we were kids. We don't fight fair. Some people do fight fair. It's just a matter of going back and saying, what did I learn? If I did learn something that's not useful, how can I unlearn it? That's what people have to focus on. And that's really the hardest part of this. But I can help you with that. We can go through what you experienced when you were a child, just the basic skills that either you were taught or you weren't taught. And it's not that difficult once you understand it. It's like looking at a picture and somebody says, "Oh, there's supposed to be a person in that picture," and you don't see it, and then all of a sudden you see it, and then you always see it. So that's what it's like. Once we start diving into some of this and we start going through this process, we're able to see the whole picture, and then we can adjust our behavior in order to have a better relationship with our partners.